Hey guys, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Kenny, aka check out back with another video. If you're new subscriber, make sure you subscribe. Only person can get notified every time I drop a new video. You don't want to miss a video from me. And guys, if you're on the notification bell, you will notify every time I post a video. So
I want you to know that I love you, baby. I need you to know that I love you, baby. I want you to.
So today, I know there's a lot of people who are starting college this year, like in the next 5 days or something. I don't know, but today I'm gonna be giving you guys how many tips? 15 tips. Just advice, 15 advice tips that I could give because I've been through it, and I don't want you guys to go through the same thing. Because when I first started my first year in college, I don't know what I was doing. I was like, won't this teacher tell me what to do? Because I just came from high school and they were expecting someone to be like professional, because I just came to my first time. I was like, this is just stressing me out. So I'm going to tell you guys what I've been through, and I'm going to be giving you guys the tips so you won't have to go through that thing I went through. Okay, your school might be different from my school, but I'm still going to give you guys the tips. So, yes, I am certified to give you guys this advice because I've been through that phase, and I'm starting my sophomore year this fall in 5 days. Yeah, but it's not on campus, it's just online again, so I have to stay at home for 6 months again. But it's not a bad thing, it's also a bad thing. Down on the list right there, if you guys can see that, yeah, I wrote on the list. So the first one is orientation is kind of hard. I wouldn't have to say hard for those people that it's very easy to catch up on, because it was not easy to catch up on. So the first day I went to school, I went to the campus. They sat all of us in one chair in one classroom, and each of us, we had it like this. Your last name start with a hey. You go with a teacher that has the line up for A, B, C, D. So I went to A, and this girl, I think she was a senior in college, and I can't believe they gave me someone who is still in school as my advisor on my orientation day. It was just messed up, but that's for another time. We're not going to talk about that. But orientation, make sure you ask the teacher questions. Even though they're tired, ask them questions, because you are paying for that school and you have ask them questions. Now, I don't know this, how do I do this? But they're going to take you through their orientation routine. They're going to show you how to choose your classes. I chose my classes for the first time ever, and it felt bad because I didn't know what I was doing. Just keep watching, because I'm going to tell you guys some tips that I don't know what to say about that. But orientation is kind of hard. Again, it depends on the class. So the second one is choose night classes. The reason why I say choose night classes is because choose night classes on your first day, on your first semester. Because the reason why I say choose night classes is that when you first enter in freshman year of college, you don't know what you're doing. Okay, except you know what you're doing, then stop bragging, because you don't. Okay, when you think you do, you don't. So choose night classes, because if you choose morning classes and let's say you have class around 8, if you go to school around 8 o'clock but you don't know where you're going and you lost yourself, except if your school is that big and you lost yourself and you don't even go to school that day, because that thing has happened to me. I lost myself on the way going to school. I didn't go to class for that day. Okay, so choose night classes, because if you choose night classes and let's say you have classes around not night classes but evening classes, you have classes around 4 p.m. go to school 3:30 or 3 o'clock, so you could go to school, then find your classes anywhere. Use the opportunity to find your classes anywhere you want, and that could make it easier for you for that morning classes again. So that will be for your second semester, because it will be easy for you, because first semester you know the stuff, you know the procedures, you know where your classes are, you know where the building are, you know where the financial aid class building is, you know where the MLA is, all that kind of building. you know where it is as of your first semester, but your second semester you need to choose many classes, because firstly, if you're wearing a cute outfit, no one's going to look at you at night. Secondly, it'd be easier to, you know, go just deal with it in the morning and come back at home and rest and do your homework, because if you go at night second semester, it will be hard for you to like sleep at night, because the next day you need to wake up early to school again tomorrow, and you need to finish your assignment, this kind of thing. So that's how you choose morning classes like after the second semester. But that depends on you. If you're not a morning person, don't choose it. Do not choose it. Don't. I said no, because the reason why I chose morning classes my second semester was because of my dad. I don't know how to drive, okay? I need to know how to drive. So my dad takes me to school every single day, and I really appreciate that. My dad have 4 girls at home. My sister is in college. I am in college. My twin sister is in college, and the last one is going to college this fall. So that's a lot of things on top of my dad. So I really appreciate my dad coming to school. But that's why I chose my classes, so my dad could like time into school 8 o'clock and sometimes 7:30, and my dad could go rest at home, come back again, come and pick me up. So choose morning classes and choose night classes for your night classes for second semester, for morning first semester, and morning classes for second semester. Again, it depends on you. It depends on you. If you want to choose morning classes for first semester and second semester. I almost forgot something, so I added one thing to the list real quick. So that'll be 60 things. So the fourth one is always check your school emails. Okay, so story time. This is story time. I went to school, right, on my first day of my orientation. Then my orientation was on the 24th of August, and my actual classes start on the 26th. Yeah, tell me, there's a thing called purge night. So if you don't pay your school fees, your classes get dropped and someone else can take your space. So guys, don't get me wrong, I paid my school fees, but these people they dropped one of, because I took 4 classes. They dropped one of my classes. That's a part-time. 4 classes is part-time, and not part-time, it's full-time. 3 classes is part-time. They dropped one of my classes, which was mass of communication. We're not gonna go to that place first, but always check your school emails. Check your school emails, because you don't know what will happen. Check it when you come out from school. Check it when you wake up in the morning. Check it after you come out from school. Check it before you go to school, before you sleep at night. Because check your emails, because there's always something on that email. Sometimes they are always sharing something in school that we don't know about. So you need to check your emails, because firstly, it can be free things, there can be competition, there can be a lot of things going on. Always check your school emails, because that's what they put most things on. And I didn't check my own. I didn't check my own for 1 week straight, and I just realized my class was dropped. My class was dropped because there was no teacher for that classes until I reached school on Friday, which was the day I had a class. And then I was like, why is no one coming to class? So I went to go and ask the front office. They were telling me that the classes were dropped. Oh, you should have checked your. I'm like, what do you mean I should have checked my email? I signed up for classes, so which means it's supposed to be there. But like, we're not going to go into that story time. We're just going to continue with that thing, because that thing pissed me off. Guys, as I was talking, I had another thing, because again, I almost forgot again. So that will be 17 tips. Okay, idea was just coming ahead because I was so mad. So the 5th one is have a laptop. You must have a laptop. I didn't get my first laptop because, you know, I was still in high school, but I got my laptop after like 10 days I started school, because after that 10 days they are actually going to start real classes and real subjects. But always have a laptop. A laptop is a must. Every student must have a laptop. And they give out free laptops in school. And there are some colleges that give out free laptop. My sister university, they actually give out free laptop, but unfortunately she didn't go there first. Okay, so the 6th one is carry only what you need. Okay, I saw this girl, she literally carried this big backpack to school. I'm like, girl, why? How many classes are you taking? How many classes do you have in a day? Take only what you need. Yeah, take only what you need. So only the classes you have, you need to do what you take. Because I did the same thing too on Friday. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to take all these classes in a day. Turns out I'm just taking 1 classes in a day. So I just took only that book. Like, I can literally just carry my book bag just like the paper, and go to school like that and just sit down. But you know, I have to carry my food. I need food and I need other things, so I just carry this big backpack with all those things inside. But just carry all the what is my favorite one. I have snacks in your bedroom all the time. So right now I have a box of snacks in my bedroom right now because, like I said, I go to school very early. I bath. I don't even have time for makeup. And sometimes I do my makeup in the car. Sometimes I do my makeup because sometimes I have class around 9 and my sister have class around 7. So we have to reach school before 8. So around 8. So we have to reach school before 8. So after my class, which is 9, I go to the bathroom, do my makeup, this and that for like 8:30, and I hit my morning food because like I said, I grab my snack because I don't have time to cook food downstairs and carry to school. No, I grab my own snack from my bedroom that I bought. I brought drinks, snacks, everything that I think I need, that I love. I bought it and I carried to school and I ate and I came back home. And when you're tired at night again because you don't have time to like eat and like take a shower, go downstairs to grab your food, I don't have time for that. So I just grab my snack that's inside that place and I just eat. The only time I just eat like normal food is probably on Saturdays and Sunday and sometimes Friday when I'm off. Also, number 8 is don't always listen to your advisor. The reason why I say don't always listen to your advisor because your advisor tell you the wrong thing. Make sure you find someone. Make sure like you actually go print your GPS, like the classes you need for your credit to actually graduate, because your advisor will advise you something stupid. So let's say, you know, the teachers are getting paid for teaching you. The teachers are getting paid for giving you assignments and stuff. They don't care. Some teachers don't care about you. They're just here to come and teach you and like, you know, get out from there. That's one thing about college. And then when your advisor give you, let's say you're doing nursing and you're taking art and you're taking music, that's a different thing for like general studies. Your advisor will give you something that doesn't have to do with your major, and then when you take all those classes, those are just useless, like useless. So which means if you take that person class, they are just only getting paid, but you are not getting the right credits you're supposed to actually sit down for. So sometimes take your advisor word and sometimes do not take it, because I took mine and I took a subject that I didn't even need it from my advisor. Imagine that. But you know, I had to do somehow to make up for that thing. Do not listen to advisor when you say something else. Make sure you print out your GPS to the subject you need to actually graduate, your credit you need, because like I said, they will tell you the wrong thing. Teachers are just getting make your advisor make you, because there's my advisor tried to scare me by saying, oh, you need a A in English to be able to be in the nursing field. And I'm like, what are you talking about? In English, the reason why I said you need an A in English is because he doesn't want you to take English 1, 2, and 3. So basically, you don't need an A in English to be able to go in the nursing field. The guy just wants you to pass the English and just go into the nursing field, so you won't have to be doing English. But instead, you know, I passed with a B. But I don't know the situation now. And my other English, I passed with a C, because English is now my strength. Okay. English is my weakness, and there's difference between talking English, speaking English, and actually writing English. Because let's say, because teachers are always saying, it's just like you're speaking to someone. I'm like, so you mean to tell me, if I'm talking to my friend, I'll be like, hey girl, what you doing? Do you know what I ate today? So you mean to tell me when I'm writing girl, I'll be like, hey girl, what you eat today? This and that. I'm like, no, that's not how English works. Please don't be telling me the wrong thing.
My accountant about that.
What is the 9th one is always go to school libraries. The reason why I say always go to school libraries, because I love school libraries. Okay, don't get me wrong, I love school libraries because firstly they give out laptop. You can use the laptop for 1 week, but do not spoil it. So you must bring it and refresh, so you can carry the laptop and go home and bring it back to school, go home for 1 week. The second one is snacks. Oh, my library, they share snacks. Ooh, there's a bunch of snacks every single day. There's noodles, there's bread, there's egg, there's like, oh my god, snack, like, yes, like there's a thing called 15 pound something. Every college I say 15 pound something. But oh my gosh, my school shared snacks. On Halloween, they actually did a competition where like you have to do like a map. Whoever gets it gets a gift. I got it because that night I was doing my assignment, but they were doing a competition and I had to do it. And I got it, so I took snacks and go, oh, with sweet. I'm like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. So always go to school libraries. It's always like the best. And also you can print out your stuff. I mean, if they have printer, print out as much as you want. You are paying for that school, so you grab as much papers as you want, because that's my money they are putting into that thing. You can also help you can also ask for help in libraries, because I asked for help from this lady. She helped me print what I need for my classes and stuff. Yeah, she helped me. There are also people who help in that place. And you can also one is be on your teacher good side. There are some teachers that when you're friends with them, they will score you no matter. Yeah, if you're friends with a teacher, they will pass you no matter what, because you're friends with them. And like, you know, I have one teacher I'm close to. Do not be close with a guy teacher, because that'll be like weird. I don't know. But there's one teacher I'm close to, and that class is so easy, because when you like a teacher, the class is very easy. I always pass. There's a teacher I don't like in high school. I never passed a class, but I was so pissed that I didn't want to come to a class again and again, so I had to pass the class. It was just like weird. But I love that teacher, and be friends with your teachers, because college is about connections. In life, it's connection. If you don't have connection, then don't even think about it. Number 11 is make friends. Make friend. And just because your friend has this subject, don't go there because she has the same major and because you are friends with her. Do not do that. You guys are on a different level. But make friend. The first day of my orientation, I didn't make friends because, you know, I ain't got time for that. I was too busy doing that thing. But on my first day of actual school, I had this thing called first year experience, and I met this girl beside me, because the teachers, you know how teachers are. Introduce yourself. So I introduced myself to her. I told her that my name is Kehinde and I was born and raised in Nigeria, but you know, I moved to the state 5 years ago. I was just talking about it, and she told me she's also Thai. She's Thai. She's from Thailand. She doesn't speak good English. Like, she still has the accent. You know how people speak. She has the accent. She has been here for like I don't know how long, but we became friends like literally on that day, because we both know how I felt coming to a new country, this and that, and we both laughed. The teachers was just on to me and her, but I helped her do when she don't know something very well. I helped her, she helped me. We FaceTime, I helped each other. Have friends, because friends will help you during your hard times in high school. But we both chat on Snapchat. We're just chatting, talking about school, stress, this and that. It's just like fun. It's so fun to actually meet someone, because I had an high school friend before. I met her exactly the same way I met her. It's like so coincidentally, because I want to have a lot of foreign friends. It's just so fun. First thing is, do not stress. Okay, don't stress about things. When I stressed about my test, I forgot about it. Every single thing that I studied for, I forgot about it. But there was a day where I didn't really stress about it. I was like, let me just go do this test, and I actually passed the test, which was really insane because I was stressing a lot. So don't stress, because the way you look at things looks hard, but when you do it, it's actually not hard. Because that's the thing. That's the thing about me. When I look at things, like, oh my gosh, this thing is so hard. But when I actually start doing it, I actually pass, which is really insane. So don't stress about that thing. So the 13th one is always attend all your classes. Okay, all in all caps. All your classes. If you attend all your classes and you have a good, number 14 is have a good attendance too. So those two things, come to classes every time, because that classes, it goes on your permanent record, and that classes actually brings your grade up, and your like your credits, like if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like your classes, attend all your classes and all the stuff, your credit goes up. I think that's how you say it. I don't know how, but yes, it helps you in all your classes. It helps your report. Yeah, I attend class every single day. I've never, even high school, I got a certificate for attending class every single day, because this the only time I don't attend classes. Either firstly, something's happening in my family, or secondly, I have a doctor appointment, which I never had in my life. except from one, which was I had to take my sister home, or like finishing for like my passport, and so that was back then. Okay, but now I never missed class at all. And so 15.1 is come to class earlier than your teacher. So when I mean by come to class early, is because I came to class the first time, right? And there was nobody there. This is what I mean by come to class than your teacher, is that when you come to class earlier, you can take the good seats, because there's some seat that is very bad and some that is seat. So the first come, first serve. So when you come to class and you're like in front of the door and you see the teacher coming, stay at the back of her immediately, because when she opens the door, there are going to be students rushing in, so they could take the good seat. No one wants. Sometimes some students don't want to sit in front of the teacher, so in case they want to cheat, they don't want to sit in front of the teacher. They want to sit at the back. But at the same time, when you sit at the back and they're asking you questions, everyone is going to be on you. Like when they ask question, again, people will turn their neck to actually look at you, and that will be actually nerve-wracking. So be on class before your teacher. 3 to 4 classes. Okay, so 3 to 4 classes, because on your first year, literally first year of your semester year, do you actually really want to be taking 5 to 6 classes? Like, you're just starting off little. Why would you want to do big things? I know there's a lot of people that want to do big things, but there's this girl literally. This girl literally signed up for 6 classes on the first day on semester. Our first semester, 6 classes. Child. Anyways, it's her own cup of tea, because she has to gather thing her own self. But I chose 4 classes on my first semester, because I can't do with 5 classes or 6 classes. But now I'm taking 5 classes, and I'm taking summer classes to bring up that classes up, so I could have more credit. So I want to take more classes. So the semester brought down my classes. And the 17th tip is 5 for scholarship. If you want to call Tennessee something, 5 for scholarship. Okay. During my high school year, I was a senior. There was this people that came to our school to give us this like booklet for like scholarship. That scholarship that I used for that I took for my high school year, that's the one that's helping me now, because you never know when something will happen to your family. God forbid bad thing, but not to happen to your family, but you never know when. They even told a story that this girl, she thought, her family is very wealthy, and she thought like she wasn't gonna need these scholarship things, because she was rich. But then something happened to her family. Her dad died, and she didn't have any mom. Her dad died, so her dad was providing for the family, which he was rich. So the company stopped, everything stopped, and when the thing stopped, there's no one that's going to provide it for her. So she didn't have money to pay for her school fees. She had to stop doing school because she didn't file for the scholarship. So file for scholarship, because there are some people that are not fortunate enough in this life. Scholarship helps you. You just have to get a good grade, like a B or like C or like A. There are some scholarships that goes for that A, B, and C's. You just have to get that grade, but don't go below that, so your scholarship will not have to stop. Yeah. 5 for scholarship again, 5 for scholarships, 5 for scholarship, 5 for scholarship. I say this a lot of time. 5 for scholarship. Like my friend right now, because I was a senior, she was a junior, but now I am a freshman, she was a senior. Now she has graduated high school, but she can't go to college because she don't have enough money. Even her brother is taking a year off. She is taking, I think, 2 years off. So by the time she's 20 or 21 years old, she's gonna start her freshman year. But she doesn't listen to me. Like, if you're not gonna listen to me, that's a cup of tea, because I'm trying to help you. And I asked her if they gave her any booklet, because they gave every senior's booklet. But I asked her if they gave her any green booklet. She said she doesn't know. I was like, how don't you know? Like, and that thing, that FAFSA, it gives you like scholarship, which means free money for 2 years. Who do not want that? Free money for 2 years, and then apparently, too sad for her, too bad. She can't use that thing again because she didn't apply for the scholarship, which means the scholarship have spoiled, I think. Hopefully not. So which means she can't go to college now. she's just at home, you know. I really hope me and her was actually gonna, like, at least she was gonna, because she was, at least she was gonna come to my college and, like, you know, we can be friends again. But you know, that can't happen. But it is what it is. That was the end of the list. I hope this video helped anyone that's entering the freshman, and this can be also be good for high schoolers. If this is good for you too, you can also use these tips too. These are the tips that I didn't know before starting freshman year. Okay, I hope these tips helped in any way. If it did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share this video to friends, family, activists, nature dog, nature activist, swimmer, anyone in the whole wide world. Tell them to know I'm in the building. And if you reach to the end of the video, make sure you comment down this emoji to see if you're actually watching the end of my videos. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Kenny. Oh.